Do you want to know how not only to attract the right man to love, but also how to keep the man that you love? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm your host, Antia Boyd, founder of the Magnetize the Man method. And today I uncovered the 3 secrets how to keep the man that you love. Given that he's good for you, of course. Hello, that's a given. Okay. And what you're going to be learning today is really how to really create sustainable systems for yourself, a sustainable structure that you can do every day. Because one thing I see over and over again is that so many women do enormous amounts of actions in the beginning that are not sustainable. Okay, so the magic word here is sustainability. Okay, and then what you get is this happy, successful, loving, deep, connected, long-term relationship, right? For the rest of your life that all of your friends are jealous of, okay? So tip number 1, okay? So tip number 1 is to take him off the pedestal, right? And so what I see so many times is women put men on a pedestal, especially in the beginning. And then what happens is throughout the relationship, the man can't stay on the pedestal because guess what? He's a human and he's imperfect, okay? We all are. And the more you also take him off the pedestal, the more also you allow yourself to be real and to be authentic and connected as well. Which leads me to tip number 2. Be authentic and transparent. Now, I can't stress that enough, right? I read so many magazines and that just being told, act like this and manipulate a guy like that. And, the truth of the matter is that men are actually really magnetized to authenticity, true transparency, especially if it's a little edgy, especially if it's a little uncomfortable, and especially if it feels vulnerable, because vulnerability is an openness, right? My husband and I, we did a shadow ceremony the night before our wedding and really acknowledged each other's deepest, darkest fears and, monsters and demons and judgments and everything else that we have inside of ourselves. So this is how this looks like, right? So you really want to, if you want to have an authentic conversation, you obviously have to lead, right? So you have to share something vulnerable from yourself that you feel uncomfortable about or you feel insecure about. And that then opens up the space for your man to also come in and share something vulnerable as well. Okay, and then tip number 3, and that's a very unexpected tip. Tip number 3 is really all about really treating every day like it's your first date, right? And so what I mean by that is give your man space to reinvent himself. Give yourself space to reinvent yourself. Don't measure your man into what he was yesterday or what he was last week and then say, well, you weren't like this last week. Now you don't have space to be like this. Give each other space to reinvent over and over again, because then you literally feel like you're dating different people. You're dating different parts, different aspects, different essences of you. And so it always stays interesting. You're growing together, right? You're expanding together, you're evolving together. And that kind of relationship, no one would ever leave. Why? If you feel connected, if you feel certain, if you feel significant and important in your partner's life and you grow together, why would anyone leave, right? Of course, nobody would leave. So here in summary are the 3 secrets on how to keep the man of your dreams that you love and in love with. And number 1 is, take him off the pedestal, right? And allow him to be imperfect. Tip number 2 is all about transparency and authenticity. And tip number 3 is treat every day like the first day. So if that's really challenging for you and you're like, gosh, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what I would share, what's vulnerable for me, right? Or I'm having a really hard time with that. Maybe you have some trust issues, right? I really invite you to come on a Magnetize the Man clarity call with me where we get crystal clear what are the specific blind spots for you that keep you stuck and keep you from authentically sharing, from showing up, or from really putting men on a pedestal and taking them off the pedestal. So for that, hop on over to magnetizetheman.com, magnetizetheman.com, and schedule your slot is really as long as they last. Okay, so with that, keep in mind, dreams do come true. Take care. Bye bye.